Top 5 Most Haunted Schools. Schools are supposed to be a fun and safe place, but these haunted schools are the complete opposite. So my name is Luke at Unusual 10s and 5s, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 most haunted schools. Let's get started. Number 5, Topeka High School, Topeka, Kansas. In Kansas capital, Topeka High School lies. Note to self, if you want your school not to be haunted by the restless souls of the undead, try not building it so close to a graveyard, which is unfortunately the case with Topeka High School. Let me reword that. On top of a graveyard. When it was built in the 1890s, the graveyard was relocated, which will most definitely lead to hauntings. Teachers and students alike report sightings of ghosts roaming the halls and whispers. Oh, and I almost forgot. The most creepiest part is there's supposed to be underground tunnels beneath the school that lead to a hidden graveyard. Number 4, Chepticon High School, Morganza, Maryland. Let's go back in time to Chepticon High School's gory history. In the summer of 1983, teacher Mrs. Heater was working by herself when she was viciously stabbed to death by the janitor Lester Broom. He then hid her body in the nearest room, the second-floor bathroom. He was eventually caught and convicted of the murder. Since then, sightings of the teacher have been reported a lot, mostly in hallways. Many students and teachers claim to hear her high heels clicking on the floor, and some claim her footsteps walked right up to them. But most of the paranormal activity occurs in the bathroom, where students claim to see her standing behind them in the mirror. Number 3, Roy High School, Roy, Utah. The thing about Roy High School is that it has school spirit. Literally, it is home to many ghosts. There's a ghost known as Mabel that haunts the auditorium backstage. She is fond of messing with lights and moving props around. Another ghost with a purple hat haunts the auditorium and tries to convince students to follow her, but no one ever does, of course. A ghost with a floating head is sighted by one of the balconies, and another ghost, believed to be a ghost of a student who was hit by a train when walking to the school, roams the hallways. There's many reports of students being watched as well. Number 2, Bristol, Tennessee High School, Bristol, Tennessee. 3 Pacific ghosts inhabit the school. The most famous ghost is known as Agnes. Her footsteps have been heard in the hall, and she is mostly seen wearing a white dress. Various stories can explain her death, such as drowning and being hanged, but the most popular story is that her car was hit by a train, which happens to be our next ghost. Yes, a ghost train. It emerges from time to time in the gymnasium, and it violently shakes the hallways. Many students have reported it. The third ghost is a ghost of a football player who was hit by a car when walking home from a game. His ghost is often seen in the field. Number 1, St. Charles East High School, St. Charles, Illinois. Ghosts are scary. Ghosts with gruesome backstories lead to nightmares, like St. Charles East High School. One night, a freshman girl was playing her flute, practicing for band, when the deranged janitor came and killed her and chopped her into pieces, and he stuffed those pieces into various lockers. Since then, sometimes when band members open their lockers, they find body parts, which soon vanish in front of their eyes. Even scarier, some band students report that their flutes have gone missing. Some hear a faint sound of a flute being played when nobody is there, and others report their flutes have been played while left at school overnight. Hey guys, what is up? We've now reached the end of this scary video about haunted schools. So our question for today is, what is the scariest thing that happened to you at your school? And don't say I got an F, because we mean about ghosts. Make sure to comment your answer down below, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.